All right, I'm back for the final interview from nitr0 CS2's ongoing coverage of Fragadelphia 18, and we've wrapped with a complete blowout from NRG. So, confident 3-0 win. It didn't seem like you guys were seriously challenged. Did it feel like that in the server?
Yeah, I mean, even the first game, like every single round that we lost, we understood like what they were doing, and it just came down to us either missing shots, maybe messing up like some utility or something like that. But the second game felt like the same, to be honest, but felt like we were more on fire coming into it. I think because we didn't really have an understanding of how they played the first time, like we just kind of went off like their previous games, and when you don't play a team, it's kind of like why you see all the upsets of the RMR. When you don't play a team, it's like anything could happen, kind of. So I feel like coming into that against a team that we've never played before was a bit like ambiguous in the sense of like we don't really understand like individual players' tendencies. So after the first series, we kind of understood, and the prep coming in, like how they play. Like, is this player going to play more aggressive? Is he going to play more passive? Is he going to like use utility? Is he going to peek? All that stuff. So the second game was definitely easier because of those things.
And out of that match, which, like we already said, it was a completely one-sided affair, you ended up running up the score enough that throughout this entire event, you were actually the best performer for NRG. I believe ending with something like a 1.26 rating over the course of the entire event. Was that expected for you all to come here and for you to come here and be the dominant rifling force on the squad?
Not particularly like MVP level, but it feels good for sure. I think it's like one of my first MVPs. I've had EVPs like at big tournaments, but I've never had the MVP, obviously, because I've always had I had Elige and Twist and Nav taking all the MVPs, So coming here and having an MVP feels pretty good, to be honest. Even if it's a frag and it's not like a tier 1 event, it still feels good personally. Was I expecting it? No, but yeah, I mean, it feels good.
And to that point as well, with winning this event, you did, with you cruising throughout the entire bracket, you took down a lot of ECL teams that have, given you a degree of trouble online in ESL Challenger League or in various qualifiers, Mythic Cups, etc. Does this prove something today in your mind that, like, hey, just because we've lost you guys in the past, you need to watch out for us now?
Yeah, I think so. I think obviously with the addition of George, we still need to get some practice under our belt and some reps. So I think we're only going to get stronger, and obviously this is just a huge confidence booster. We played Boss like so many times before this tournament in practice, and then we come here, so we just kind of understood how they play a lot because we just have a lot of scrims versus them. And yeah, I think LAN is just a different game, and I feel like our team is just going to be naturally elevated in terms of like the LAN because of our experience together. So yeah, I think we have a little advantage.
And with this, is this the end of the year for NRG, or can we expect to see you guys in a few more of those little cups to close out 2024?
I think we're going to come back and have a talk later and just discuss on whether or not it's worth it to play in those events, because if we have more points now, it could be counterintuitive to play against a team, potentially lose online and lose like way more points than it's worth it to gain. So I think we're just going to have to come back and have that discussion later.
All right, so that is nitr0 from NRG with a lot to think about in their future, having dominated their way to victory here at Fragadelphia 18. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll let you go celebrate with the boys.